Gamers, bad things are happening. thing. Hold on. I do have gamer LEDs up. I don't know, my grandma bought them for me. It is the here's my camera. You can see the slight red tint because of my gamer lights, but my main light is on, but I have a lamp, but we're just gonna have to go through this journey together because everything just had to. Yeah. Well, like supposedly red light is supposed to help you sleep, so I just keep them red all the time because I have sleep problems. Here we go. I can if I find the remote. I have the remote somewhere. We'll just putting my phone flashlight on. Here's my snapped leap motion. Awesome. So cool. So happy about that. Um, I'm pretty sure I have a lamp somewhere. So just everyone bear with me. And the stream alert still didn't go out. So I'm just gonna call it. I'm just gonna. I mean, it's been 10 minutes. I think I could just do it. Everything was fine until I clicked start. I know that I'm usually pretty scuffed, but this is like a new level that I'm not too happy about. If you hear a bunch of noise, ignore it. It's the lamp is buried like underneath my desk. Hi. Compilation of me being crazy. Here's my lamp. It's a very fancy lamp. It's like magnifying so you could do fancy things. I don't know, but it's a lamp. Hashtag lamp, and I have all of my stuff out at all times. This is it's so bright. I know. It's so bright. I don't know what to do. I can't have nice things. This is actually insane. I'm so mad. What's well, I have to glue this back together, but I won't be able to put it on for a while so that like the super glue can completely cure, I guess. Or I have like E6000, but I think I don't know. I think super glue would work better. And since I didn't the super glue's leaking. Hold on. We need to lock in. Why is this so like zoomed in? What is happening? Oh, what the hell's Yay! I don't know. I don't have that much desk space. I don't have anywhere else. I don't have like a further away place to put this stupid lamp. I'm it, of just absolute. Hold on. This is going to be in the way of my keyboard, but that's still not great. Well, I do have a list of games. I'm gonna pop out my leap motion so I don't accidentally get super glue on it. Because that would be really sad. This is it. This is my fancy thing. What's the real question? Because I don't have Gorilla Tape. You gotta lock in and you. Oh, I'm completely not on. Who needs skin, anyways? Oh, it ran everywhere. Oh, oh, I do have fire. Hold on, but I can't let this go now. But I probably like a I sure do have a flame. No, I have like the kind of lighter that you'd use for a grill. Like the long ones. Yeah. Just because I think they're nicer. Ah, that is true. I I I moved and it immediately fell off. This is it's fine. I have like washi tape. See, the problem is, oh, I never fixed this. Hold on. Just did everyone ignore that? Mem yeah. Yeah. This is my fancy, well, this is one of the many fancy tape things I have, but it's the closest one to me right now, so it's the one we're gonna use. Oh, and there's freaking cat hair. You should! What if I send you a silly little link with the manga? I haven't finished the manga, but I started reading it and I like it a lot. I love gay people. Well, I'm trying to catch up to where I am in the anime. Okay. This is... This is just temporary. So I'm not... My hands are covered in super glue and I'm pissed off. I'm so mad. Anyways, here's the perfect chance to plug, tell all your friends to follow me at 200 followers. We're gonna find out if I got the real gold-plated creeper. Whoa. I got it like under... Yeah, everyone should be super excited, super delighted. Everyone should follow me right now. I mean, I'm really not that far off. And you can have, it's super exciting content where I immediately fucking break everything. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I guess I can put... This is what I had to open the super glue with, and it didn't even work. I had to just open it from the... That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I want to do other things here, but I don't want to move this. Yeah! The activity. I hate when I have to do the things that I set out to do. That really sucks. Yeah. I should figure out a way. Aaron was trying to convince me to set this up so that my hands would track on top of this. I think Aaron and Cheyenne were saying that. You say that. Yeah, but I would have to somehow like get a rig for this to actually like be above my hands. Yeah, tape it to my to the lamp. Well, the lamp I had to put like on the complete other side of my desk because it's so bright. Like if I had the lamp, but my light doesn't work. That's fair. That's fair. This is leaking. What the? Yeah. My essential oil is leaking. Not the essentials. I don't. What happened? It smells so good. You can't see it. Okay, you just, it's clementine and mango. And it smells really good and it's leaking absolutely everywhere. I knocked it over and it doesn't look broken. I think the cap was just kind of... of it, but I have like this weird diffuser thing that my grandma got from my brother and then I stole. Because he wasn't using it. I hate it. Am just like Am from and just like from that one fan fiction of Am and Garfield. I want to do that again.
Gamer.
We could do gamer. Yeah, get Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I only play Java. I'm a and to get your cravings out directly. Everything just smells so strongly of clementine and mango now. Needle's bad. Enema, ew. I don't know what to do now. I had like I was in a groove and then everything broke. And now I'm just kind of like don't tell me what to do. I don't know. I don't know if this is strong enough to put on now. Oh, this is still kind of sticky. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well. What? No. Oh.
Let's go!
Oh, thank you, Taz. Taz is rating us. You missed everything breaking. I fixed everything and everything's fine now and nothing has ever gone wrong ever. Anyways, how was your stream, Taz? Was it baller? Did you win? I hope you won. You better have won. Don't lose. You have to win. The cyberpunk. I wouldn't. You won the cyberpunk. Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. We don't play video games here. We may be gamers. I don't know what a I don't know what a video game is, but or you know, related to Aaron James, the third Esquire, my dear brother, or Aaron James, that guy who had the face and eye transplant. But maybe that's just a me thing. Video James. I was trying to convince my brother to make a gaming channel called Aaron Games. You can't hear anyone from Discord, but it was literally working earlier. This is so fucked. This is so fucked up. See, you did come when everything was, because it was working earlier. I checked. No, it should be. I literally checked it before the stream started. I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Amazing, funny things.
Okay, there we
That
go.
was
I'm
being, like,
so
grade A
mad.
silly.
I'm so mad.
Dude,
So
we wasted up all our funny points.
all
No,
our
now we
funnies.
can't be silly for the rest of the stream.
So for people just joining, I started my stream. I was on the starting soon screen, and my thing for my hand tracking broke. And then my light for my desk broke. And now this. We can't have anything.
It's just a broken stream.
We can't have anything. Like, I tested everything right before the stream started, and then as soon as I pressed, like, start streaming, it's... everything's just
done.
bad. I'm so
Done.
mad.
I did
Oh.
all my best jobs.
May, I'm having 3D model work done for Y2K Retrace.
Yay.
That way you have something that you can go off of for fun posing and art style things.
Yeah. Well, I was
Yeah.
actually... I was gonna kind of do that. This is Kelp. This is going to be Kelp's reference sheet for 3D model things. Got the eyeballs and the whatever, and I was halfway through coloring it, and then I got bored. And then we have...
You should draw a snake with a single boot on the end of it.
I don't think my mom would like that. I don't think she likes the boots.
Your mom not liking the boots is of no concern to me.
Got the Hatsune
You take
Miku.
that back, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
No, I like May's mom and all. I like the boots more.
Everyone should love my mother. I think the day my mother can be on a stream will be very interesting because we are so similar. It's like a little scary.
Oh, also May, you're not sharing your screen in Discord.
Well, I don't ever share my screen in Discord.
You don't?
No.
I'm just kind of watching it on the
I mean,
stream
if like
itself.
I don't
one of the
know.
viewers.
It's my internet isn't that good, so my stream quality is better if I don't. If I need to show you guys something, I'll screenshot it, but
That's fair.
I'm not even really drawing anything right now. I'm just talking.
Yeah.
Gabagool.
With some
But-
Well, I
epic
did-
art in the background.
I did plan to do collabings, because I do hard work, Boss May, even with you
Mhm,
not around.
mhm.
So I will need to attend that, but it is a pleasure to appear on yet another Mimsius May live stream.
Yay, where nothing ever goes wrong.
Hey May,
What?
I found a game
Yeah.
for it is rather expensive, of 99 cents.
Whoa. I don't know if that's in my budget. Maybe if everyone
Called
subscribed with, you
Multiplayer
know, their
Turtles.
Twitch Primes. What is the game called? Sorry.
And here is the
What is it
Here's
called?
the synopsis. Multiplayer Turtles.
Sounds awesome.
Whoa.
Multiplayer Turtles. Evil frogs are attacking the Turtle Empire. You and your elite team
So real
must
outrageous.
capital H hack and capital S slash capital Y your way to get rid of the invaders.
That's so real.
It's a multiplayer game. This is a fast-paced hack-and-slash action-adventure game.
Just
The
like
game includes multiplayer and single-player system, PvP or co-op. You can invite your Steam friends with the plus icon on the main menu.
you know what we
The
really
game is
need
packed
to
with a
do.
complete inventory management system, level up, AI, combat mechanics, and so many more features. It has
So
been tested
many
online with
more.
clients under server load. Directly compatible with the Stream Online subsystem.
So many more. You know what game we need to play? That we have played in
What?
the past?
Is it the
Had a Full Boyfriend.
Oh yeah, How to Full Boyfriend. I remember.
My brother has the body pillow for that.
It's just a
There's
giant
a lot
bird.
of things wrong with that sentence that you just said.
It's just of which one?
It's
Of
a
which
bird.
character?
I don't know. I don't know anything about How to Full Boyfriend outside.
If it's
the
not-
birds.
If it's not the big one, then I'm
No, I
not
think it was.
interested.
I didn't know there was more than one.
What? It's a
body
bird.
pillow.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm guessing they got ones of all the guys.
Also, is it the bird form or is it like a human form? Because if it's like a
I think it's
sexy
both.
bird,
Yeah.
There's one bird.
Human
and then
on
I
the
think
front,
other side
bird
is
on the
single form.
back.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
When
to
the
feel
game
about
came
that.
out, they had an official. Yeah. This is it. I'll
Official.
share it with
Oh
y'all.
my god.
Yeah. They had an official body pillow. My brother got it.
Time to
'Cause
go
my
on
brother's
eBay.
very cool. Obviously,
I was a
but it's
little
this.
late to the
I think
had a
it's very
full
cute.
boyfriend.
It's very good. It's a very good body
Okay,
pillow.
Yeah, that's fun. I was like
I
kind of
don't know who
scared
that
because you know like
is.
those like I thought it wasn't an official body pillow thing, so it'd be like super hyper realistic pigeon hentai.
Bird porn.
Oh yeah, no. Like if it was like a very lewd
Hyper-realistic.
body pillow, I would not have brought it up.
You can see into the
Like, this is
cloaca.
tame. It's just like the bird in like a little maid outfit, which is cute, and then like
Yeah, that's
the human
cute.
form
I
also in
was
the maid
expecting
outfit.
something horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
something
something so
rotted.
obscene. No. I'm here with the
It's
wholesome
so
vibes.
erotic and it's
I'm not.
obscene for a
I'm not a
carrier pigeon.
degenerate.
It's like a
It's
morning
boring
dove.
to be a degenerate.
If you squeeze it, it does like a morning dove sound, like.
Snoops, what would be your
funny.
bird sona?
My bird sona would be either a morning dove or I've put thought into this. Morning dove, because that's my favorite bird, or I would just go the incomplete opposite. I would be a goddamn ostrich.
What would be my bird sona? I don't really know a whole lot about birds.
Yours would either be like I think one of the parrots. like a cockatiel.
I would be a penguin. But that's because I really like Pebble and the Penguin.
What are
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
Pebble and the
birds?
Penguin, that-
They're all different
Okay.
birds and had a full boyfriend, aren't they?
I think so, yeah.
They're all
It'd be
like
weird if they were the
pigeon
same
variety.
pigeons.
Pigeon varieties. I guess I'll have to find a pigeon variety to be, you know, because
Okay,
we gotta
oh,
make
okay, for
thumbnails
pigeons.
for the
Definitely I would be a morning dove. I love morning doves. Those are the birds that make the
yeah. I don't really know
From
anything
outside your
about
window at
pigeon
5 a.m.
varieties. either. I don't know
Yes, I
shit
love that
about
bird so
shit.
much that I figured out the call. I figured out the call because I'm cool
I think that's
and
fair.
autistic.
Yeah, you would know bird facts.
Dude, I know too many bird facts. It's kind of scary.
It's just kind of trains, no, bird facts.
Bird.
That's what they don't tell you.
Granted, my autism has recently like evolved, where I really, really, really enjoy learning about Monster Hunter. Since the new game is coming out, Monster Hunter Wilds,
Yeah.
next. So like that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Really excited for that. So I've been watching white guys on YouTube talk about the monsters from Monster Hunter World. It's always those white guys. They always make the most banger video
It's
essays.
always those white guys.
Like, what else are they doing? What else would they
That's it.
do?
That's literally
I
it.
feel like they come out of their little
What else?
cages every like full moon, drop a 5-hour long video essay about an obscure topic, and then dip.
That's
like a
what I
cicada.
want to do. If I could make a living doing that, I would just make 5-hour long video essays about. Well, I really want to make that video essay about Starfall, but
I'm surprised you didn't say Monkey Island. I thought that would have been the first one.
oh, well, I do really love Monkey Island, but I don't really have anything interesting to say about it other than I love it. And that Tails is the best one. Even though I don't think I have not played entirely through any of the Monkey Islands except for Tales of Monkey Island. I've finished like 3 times. But I don't think Tales of Monkey Island is even canon. So
It's
Which-
canon in your heart, and that's all that
it
really matters.
is. It is canon in my heart. Because he like loses his hand in that one, and maybe some crazy magic thing happens, I don't know, but he doesn't he has his hand in the game after that, so I don't know.
Maybe it's like a robot hand.
Yeah.
A pirate
Isn't it
robot
like a-
hand.
Pirate robo hands. Yeah, it's like Captain Hook, but you know, robotic.
Because he gets like a hook and he's like, yeah, cool, I'm like, it's like real pirate now, because he's kind of a
Monkey Island's the
little bit of
prequel to
a
Peter Pan.
sissy pirate, not gonna lie.
Moss is also joining us for the stream.
Huh?
My cat Moss is joining us for the
Yeah.
stream.
Give him a kiss on his
He's right.
head.
It has
Cat,
been done.
Cat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but
I-
yeah,
I love
since
that
I
cat.
am an epic sandwich boy maker now,
You're making all
Uh-huh.
the sandwiches.
I'm making all the sandwiches. I love my new job. I work a lot, but I like my new job.
That's good.
The
That
people
you
there are
like
cool.
it. That you enjoy it.
Yeah. Like, it's not like my, it's not what I don't think I'll make a career out of it, but it certainly is helping me with my epic Exorcisms for Sale comic career.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, that's what
job
I'm
that helps fund your
doing.
passion.
I certainly don't want to make rolled ice cream for the rest of my life, but it doesn't make me want to kill myself, and that's that's pretty much the best I can hope for.
Yeah, my job's finally at that point. Mostly because I got a new boss at the beginning of the year, which is one of my good pals. He's now my boss, which is weird. But he's such a better boss than my last boss because he actually does shit. So I've been like
Whoa.
way less stressed in the last couple of months, which has made my body up until like a month ago feel like it's dying because the stress is like, hey, you're finally able to like process all of this. I'm like, God damn it, no.
No.
But I'm able to
no.
work from home like most of the week now. It's so nice. It's
That's
so
my
good.
dream. My dream is to
Like,
just not even leave the house. That would be baller.
That would I'm waiting to get to that point. But I work for a school district as their one of 2 IT guys, which I'm like I'm a system administrator, but I do the work of a system admin, network admin, and glorified help desk for the
Yeah.
pay of neither of them.
I always loved the IT guy at my high school because his office was in like the band room, which I thought was odd, but
Oh yeah, like some of my server rooms are in like the weirdest locations. I'm like, why the fuck is this like this in a classroom closet? What the fuck?
yeah.
Who designed this? It's so wild.
But his office was just like in like the band room, so I'd see him all the time. I wouldn't really have like a lot of conversations with him, but he was chill, and that, vibes. Vibes are what matters.
Yeah, it's all about the vibes. My office is like a regular office. I share it with my boss and my fellow co-worker. And of course, there's no windows because it's internal,
Who needs
which is
windows
awful. I don't think I've
anyways?
ever had an office with a window since I've worked there, and we've moved admin buildings twice now since I've been there for the last like 7 odd years.
Windows are for chumps. Who needs the sunlight?
Yeah, but
Who needs fresh air
me and my
coming
boss got
into
the idea to put mount a TV on the wall and build a window frame around it and then like stream like, outside things so we can be like, ah yes, today we are on a train.
That'd be funny.
Tomorrow we'll be at the beach.
That'd be really good.
Yeah, because when
I
I
feel
worked
like
with him
it's
several years
more
ago
of-
before he left, we did that before and it was really nice until our old boss and the CEO was like, take that shit down. And we're like, God damn it.
Haters.
I forgot
There's
that
no
you don't like
haters.
fun.
It's very lame.
I just don't like
But yeah, but I
fun.
enjoy my job now.
They hate fun.
They find fun displeasing.
They
Yeah, like we were for school. You think they would be like chill with fun shit, right?
oh, fun is for chumps.
Yeah, fun is for chumps. Let the
Fun is
kids
for
be
losers.
suffer and be bored.
Fun is for losers.
Oh yeah, my epic comic. I'm working on it so I can get it out by Monday and then have a single day of relaxation and then get on to the next update. And as is the repetitive cycle, Ouroboros eating his own tail.
I have so many cool ideas for
making my
things I want to do, but I just
tired.
I need time. I need more time, just in the day.
I know, right? Like right now, adulthood is like the illusion of time.
No sleep. Only do things.
Only grind.
Only grind. Get in that Sigma grind set.
Cheyenne told me that I am like really good at mogging. So that's what I've got going for me.
God damn it. God damn, I regret ever saying the word Sigma. I did not need to be reminded about mogging.
Well,
Oh my
apparently I'm
God.
pretty good at it. I'll have
Dude,
to
the
show you
fucking Game
later.
Grumps figured out what edging is, and they're like,
how do I
30 and
leave? Where's the
40-year-old
escape
men.
button?
You can't
Get out
escape.
of this
So
conversation.
There's no escaping.
There's
It's
no
so
leaving.
funny because they were like they then started using it in their vocabulary. And by the way, this was during
They
their
would. They would.
their Sonic Frontier playthrough.
Of course it was a Sonic one. Of course. They go fucking
So
mad
they said
every
the
Sonic
most
game.
abysmal, most horrendous, most down bad things during a
A Sonic playthrough.
Sonic playthrough.
Every time. Without
Every time it
fail.
always is that one.
Don't
I love the
but
Game
granted,
Grumps. I've been
Sonic
watching them
Sonic
since I was
makes one
very
pretty
young.
sus.
I wish one day I could be like on the same fame level. So if I ever go to like the Comic-Con that they are at, I can be like, "Oh my god, I am a fan of your work." Instead of being like, "Oh my god, I love your work." Like I can be like an intellectual.
Intellectual.
I've listened to your songs multiple times on repeat when I was severely depressed. this is a normal conversation to have.
Yes.
I'm sure they've had that
That's
conversation
intellectuals.
many a times.
No, you're just gonna have
As
to
intellectuals.
recreate. Like, do you know who I am?
Yeah,
I'm-
essentially, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, like the whole. I don't know the whole thing off the top of my head, but do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, the
We're
Where,
getting like ketchup packets
uh,
from the Starbucks.
yeah.
Yeah, good, good.
Do you know who I am? I'm gonna do that.
Eco Raptor.
But to Game Grumps.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that to them.
you should.
You know who I am? I am the artist and co-writer of the #1 read webtoon on Webtoon.
Real.
Exorcism for Sale.
Oh man, you surpassed Tower of God? That's fucking insane. That's
What'd
the
you
only thing
say?
I've ever...
Well, I know
Sorry,
more
I had
about
a whole
exorcisms
mouth of,
for.
banana nut muffin in my mouth. Sorry. I said you surpassed Tower of God? That's amazing.
Apparently.
I don't know if Tower of God
And I also
is even on
surpassed,
Webtoon. I don't know which platform it's on.
I also surpassed Lore Olympus.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Easy
I
dubs.
I've never read Lore Olympus, but it looks like ass.
Oh man, a couple of my friends would fucking start throwing down. They'd be like, "The fuck you say?"
No, it scares
I-
me. It scares me. The fandom scares me.
The
Um,
fandom scares me.
the story,
They're
the very
intense,
few
but
things
most
I know
fans are.
about the storyline scares me. It just seems odd. It seems for a very particular type of person. And if you like Lore Olympus, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be like, but also
trying to
like
gam
you
their names.
scare me.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the adaptation, or the not adaptation, but the interpretation of the Hades Persephone storyline, because it feels
Feels worse
I
than
don't
it
want to.
was. Okay, we
Yeah, I don't
already
want to
have
say
like
it's toxic,
an
but
uncle
it gives that
kidnapping
vibe
his
to me.
niece. An uncle kidnapping his niece in order to do tungalingus. Like that's already pretty low.
Yeah, we don't think about that. we don't
already pretty low.
think about it. Yeah.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
more because like when you think about the pantheon of the Greek gods, it's like incest
they're
just
all
comes with
related
it.
in, yeah, like they're
They're
all
all
related through
related.
some means.
So it like you no longer think of it as ew, it's incest. It's more of these are clearly not human beings. Why would they care?
Yeah, they don't have the genetic defect issue of just constant inbreeding.
Yeah. They're just
The only issue
goated
they have to
like
worry
that,
about is
I
like
think.
if their children just become like weird animal abominations because they were a goose at one point.
Yeah.
God, I hate Zeus.
Just some freaky things, actually. Zeus was a fucking freak.
Zeus is a freak. But yeah, but I'm not a fan of Lore
Zeus is a
Olympus.
freak, and Hera just kept getting cucked.
Man,
A lightning bolt just
Zeus-
shoots me down right now.
Zeus is a terrible husband and father.
I mean, I
Real
don't
shit.
think he was really ever meant to be a role model.
Yeah, they're just they're a vibe of of a certain time, a time I can't even fathom. But boy howdy,
Boy howdy, was it a time.
it was a time.
Okay. I actually wanted to bring a topic to the table that will either one, I will receive a round of applause, or two, I will get horrifically crucified.
Okay, bring it. Let's go.
Bring
Slap it on the
it.
table. Get the
There has
whiteboard
recently
out.
been has-been hotel discourse.
Oh, okay.
And not even like if you like or dislike the show kind of way, because that's always been a thing. Recently, it's actually been like a genuine issue that's been going on.
Yeah.
Where... Now, don't take my word for it. I saw this on Twitter and I read the thread. If you want to do more research on it, do it yourself. I'm just the carrier pigeon holding a message. Well, since Hazbin Hotel is a musical thing, the people were like, here's a playbook of all the cast and stuff that you guys have to just buy. And people were like, yo, that's sick. I want that. Oh, wait, where's my thing, though? I kind of want my thing, though. And they then proceeded to send in the most passive-aggressive email. A weird, like, role-play email?
Oh?
Hold on, I have to re-find it. It's probably somewhere in the Twitter, because the Twitter has been
Fox,
screaming
sorry, I
about
don't
it.
know when you said that, but boo to you as well. Because I was too focused on drawing kelp to pay attention to chat.
So for me to follow along, so there was a playbook, a playbill, a what from Hasbin?
Okay, so
It's
you know
just
how,
like some like physical merch that people didn't get.
Yeah. And they received like a really bad email. This is the email.
I'm scared.
And it has the official Hasbin Hotel little logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
So again, don't take my word for it. This is just what I'm seeing. This is just what I'm visualizing. This is just what I'm encapsulating.
This is just what we saw on the
and this is what I'm delivering
tweeter.com.
to the table. Dearest hotel guest, Husk here. That's right. It's a roleplay email.
Oh my god.
I guess it's my
that's-
internal sin to be the fucking bearer of bad news. It has cursing in it.
Well, of course it does.
Of course. Yeah.
It has to.
We know you've been patiently waiting for your Hasbin Hotel playbill, yet hold on to your greedy little traps, as you're going to have to wait a little longer.
Okay. If it's a
you
role
need
play
to
thing, then
update
like
your
okay,
address
yeah.
because you moved hellholes, please send us a message at shophasbinhotel.com, along with your order number and a new address, and we'll be sure to etch it into your package. In the meantime, sit back and rewatch Hasbin Hotel on Prime Video. Gear up for the finale. We'll send you another email when your playbill is on the way. Fuck off, Husk.
Okay. I mean, and the
I
issue
mean,
is
if-
people are upset that it's not a more professional email. Like the roleplay thing, I think is really dumb.
I mean, that's
Like-
kind of cringe, but like if
Yeah.
putting myself into the head of someone who like the demographic of people who are Has-Been Hotel fans, like hardcore Has-Been Hotel fans, you know, like that, you know, that's fun little
fun.
thing, interact
I
with the
imagine
character, but also not maybe
that's still not there yet.
yeah, maybe not
How
entirely appropriate for like a message of like this thing is going to be late. If it was like a thing that's like
Yeah.
the
How late
little
is
role
it so
play
far?
thing fun would if it was like a confirmation like order message, something like that. But as a message of being like this thing is going to be late, maybe not entirely appropriate, but also like I get where like the team is coming from, I guess.
Yeah, I get it. I don't agree with it. I think it's a,
But I
You
also
know,
Okay, so I just saw
but
on
how
Reddit.
late is it though? That's what I'm curious about. Like how late is this playbill thing or whatever? This
That
piece
email
of
came out in
merch.
January.
Oh my god.
Just
So I
January.
have
It's
to
legacy
see
fucking halfway
things.
through the
if it
year.
actually came out yet. Now I have to do more research. Hold on, because now I'm genuinely curious if the people who prepaid to get this pay bill got their pay bill. Because it's gonna. I feel like it's reminding me of when Fallout 76 came out and no one got their like super epic merch, and when it did, it was like made out of cheap materials.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean that
So I'm
tracks.
actually wondering if it is like that, because that would really suck for both
Hope
the
so.
fans and as well as the company, because then the
So-
fans will be very angry at the company and the company is going to be very upset at the fans. Bethesda was.
I don't know why I'm going so ham trying
Alright,
to fill this
so
in. 'Cause,
let's
like
see.
everything else is so messy.
I'm gonna also research. Let's see. Playbills 17 days ago. The most recent Reddit thread. Is there any comments on this Reddit thread? There's a few. I remember we're supposed to get playbills from pre-ordering. Did anyone actually receive one? The handful of them are no, which there's only like 2 comments. It came out 17 days ago. Let's see. The one prior 2 months ago. has a handful more. It seems like no. 4 months ago. No, it seems like the last email, at least from 4 months ago, was the email from January.
Because like this only popped up on my feed now, and now I'm just genuinely curious if this was resolved. But so far, I'm seeing a lot of
Doesn't
no's.
seem like
and
it.
I would hope that the people who did receive it would give an update so that I'm not like.
Well,
Like,
it would
brandishing pitchforks.
be, what was it through? I mean, there would have been like some sort of official whatever saying that it was.
And I'm sure, like, typing in has been hotel
Sure, Fox.
playbill, there'd
You
be
go to
more
sleep
pictures than
to
stock.
the wonderful sounds of us talking about a has-been hotel.
Oh my God, there's
everyone,
Has Been Hotel trading cards.
everyone say
The fuck?
goodnight, Fox.
Oh yeah. Oh, I actually saw something about that where they were supposed to be limited edition, but then they went up on sale again.
Guys, everyone say goodnight to Fox. You gotta.
Oh, good night.
Good night,
Here, let me tuck you in.
Give them a little kiss on their head. Go along.
Mwah.
There you go, Fox. Now you can slumber, knowing that you are loved. Anyways, you can continue now. That was just very important.
I'm surprised that there's any discourse about the email. I'd be more upset the fact that it's been 6+ months.
No. They're upset about it being late, but also the email was like a cherry on top of the shit pie.
Eh.
Yeah, it's just
I think
like,
it's just
I-
people
here's
already
like a-
angry and needing more things to be angry about.
Essentially, here's what the email reads as.
Fuck
Fuck
off.
you, you greedy little bastards. Your thing will come soon enough. Rewatch your show. It's dropping in views.
Yeah.
That's how it reads. I think what the company wanted was to be something silly. But I feel like if
Pick-
they used literally
Any other character. Yeah.
Like, honestly, if they used Charlie and Charlie's cute little I am terribly sorry that it's so late.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at us. Because then people would be like, oh, how can I be mad at Charlie?
Yeah.
Instead, you have the 40-fucking-year-old drunken asshole.
Alcoholic
Fuck you.
who hates everybody and is the like main character trait an asshole.
I mean,
Because then it makes it
my
feel
hot
like
take
you
for
only
Has Been Hotel
wanted
is
to
that
use
most
this
characters aren't
funny character
characters.
roleplay. You only wanted to use this funny character roleplay in order to just tell your fans that they're greedy, stupid, and dumb, and they should rewatch your show.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
that's just, like, a vibe.
not the biggest controversial opinion, not the biggest fan of Has Been Hotel.
Yeah.
I've
I
kind of
watched it, it was like,
followed it throughout the years. I pirated it. I've
yes.
followed it throughout the years just because, like, you know, it's the thing. But I don't know.
By the way,
Pop
this
is
isn't-
not a
this isn't
good
even getting
person,
I
allegedly.
hate-
I don't like Vivzy Pop. I just not.
I don't know much about Vizzy Pop personally. I just
Um.
have been following her art since I used to really look up to her until like my art style drastically changed
Yeah.
to a point where I could no longer really look up to her in like a stylistic way. I always look up to her in like her old coloring way. Because her old colorings have always been so beautiful and so
Yeah.
full of patterns and colors, and it's very visually fun to look at. As well as the old animations. Yeah, so I don't know much about VizzyPop as the person. I don't know much about the company as a company. All I know
Allegedly has done some not great stuff, but I'm not knowledgeable about it to really speak much on it.
yeah, that's how I feel too. Like where I'm only like judging the media by the media and not really about the creator.
Yeah. I'm streaming.
I will
You
I
can
do have
talk, I'm just
positive
telling you.
feelings. I do have positive feelings about Hell of a Boss.
Aaron James just walked in.
I do not hate
E. Aaron
Hell of a Boss.
James.
The Aaron James, because he forgot I was streaming. What
Horrendous
a
creature.
stinker.
I do not hate Hell of a Boss.
Hell of
Because
a
the writing
Boss,
is really good.
I will
The
say,
writing
is
good. Actually,
a
I don't know if it's
lot
really good, it's
better
good.
than Has Been Hotel.
And I know the exact reason why.
Um.
Dear Lord, our savior, Brandon Rogers.
Yeah.
He
Um.
is a main writer in that show. And this dude puts on wigs for YouTube and makes the most heartbreaking, heart-wrenching storylines known to man.
I haven't really watched a lot of his content, but from the little bit I have seen, not super my type of humor, but I do like his work on Hell of a Boss.
Oh yeah.
I have yet to
Mostly
see Hell of a Boss.
It is
His-
the shining star among the shit pile.
Like, okay. His older media, yeah, it's edgy YouTube humor.
Yeah.
His newer stuff, which is bringing back those edgy characters and putting them into a crazy, multifaceted storyline where he has literally made the most heartbreaking relationship between himself and himself in different ways.
Iconic, so real.
Iconic. Out of meme characters. It's like, dude, what mental illness are you on?
All of them.
All of them.
Essentially.
Yeah, but I haven't checked out Hell of a Boss. But that's mostly because I finally watched Has Been Hotel like 2 months ago, whatever. Because Rosie was like, "Oh, you gotta watch it. It's really good." I'm like, and everyone's telling me like, "It was really good." I'm like, I didn't really care for the pilot like when it released like years ago because I thought it was fucking the worst thing I've ever saw. And I'm like, fine, I'll watch it. I'm like, wow, the episode 1's hugely toned down from the pilot.
Yeah.
But it felt so rushed. I was
Yeah,
like, who are
well,
these characters? What is the
that's
time
also
scale? I was so upset by everything
Has
about
Been
that show.
Hotel relies too much on you having outside knowledge of these characters.
Oh yeah.
It
already
assumes that
watching
it assumes you are a fan. It assumes you're watching like, all the little streams and like keeping up with all the little fun facts about these characters.
Yeah, that
As
doesn't
far
make a good
as
show.
the pacing, I'm not gonna fault them on it too much because I think that is more of a thing of like they only got approved for so many episodes.
Yeah, but
And so that's not necessarily their fault, but
no,
still
I will still say it's their fault.
I find
They
it
could've had
really
different episodes.
I find it really odd that, and I don't really know like how this went or how any of this works, but I find it really odd that like Amazon and I don't know if this is I like that they only got approved for however many episodes, and yet Amazon was advertising it like it was their little baby, and it's like, well, why didn't you
And
make
I
more?
will also say this. I have actually been watching it like partially through TikTok forcing it down my throat every day. So I have actually a really good understanding of the plot, of the characters, of what's going on, what's the most heartbreaking moments, the most funniest moments. I know. I just didn't watch it myself. I didn't sit down and watch it. I was just like, every time it would pop up on my feed, I would just watch the entire video because I was like, oh, okay. Let me see what's going on here.
Fair enough.
I was watching it through TikTok.
Yeah.
And
like, so there's 8 episodes for it. And most of it is them doing fucking nothing. Well, not nothing, but nothing that like goes through like their core plot of, oh shit, there's going to be the killing of everybody like in 6 months. There's like 2 episodes of them doing fuck all. And then all of a sudden, like by episode, I think it was like 6 or so, they're like, "Oh fuck, right, the main plot. We
Yeah.
time jumped a few months."
Yeah, I wish they
show
would have
character
spaced
development
if
through
they
a
were
bar
going to
scenes.
do
Oh.
like, because they would have had to do time jumps like that, but I wish they would have like spaced it out, because I feel like, and it's been a while since I've seen it, but it was like the first couple episodes was like a few days, and then all of a sudden it had been months.
Yeah, and we're seeing no progress into like no, because it's like Hazbin Hotel is to rehabilitate the sinful. There's none of that activity. None of it. The closest thing
I
is
will
like
say-
the trust fall scene, which was mostly a joke for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
There's like nothing being shown. It makes me so mad because I'm like, you had 8 episodes. You didn't focus on the core story you're trying to tell. These characters feel so hollow because they're just trying to put in so much lore and character thing that I'm like, is this important? Do we care about this? The only character I liked, thankfully, is the only one that got fucking redeemed. What the snake guy and his little eggy boys. Like,
Yeah,
I
which
love
is
that dude.
funny
Yes.
because he was like such
You
a
don't had a fucking plot point
throwaway
or a character
thing.
arc.
like he
It
wasn't
fucking, so good.
he obviously wasn't the show's little darling, but yeah, I don't know.
But for 8
I
episodes,
think
'cause you have, like,
it
shows to
would have
compare to, like,
benefited from
Invincible.
a less is more approach on all fronts.
Yeah, I feel like we're more focused with their episodes. I think I would have had a better time with it. I like the musical numbers. I think most of them are really good.
Yeah, the music was fun.
Here's
Yeah.
my thoughts on the musical numbers as someone who is weirdly autistic about music.
Yeah, I will say, you know, they were fun, and that's
Most
that's
didn't
what I can
contribute to
say
the
for
story,
all of
in my opinion,
them.
but they're fine.
Okay, here's my genuine thing. All of them are catchy. They're all very catchy. But catchy doesn't necessarily mean that it is good.
Yeah.
There was
Because
the Out for Love song really felt like they came up with that one line and was just like, God, that one line is so
That's so
good, and
good.
just built the entire rest of the
Line is
song around
great.
it. But so the rest of the song just feels bad. But then
does
the
kinda
one part
feel
of the song,
kinda
the one
cool.
part of the song goes hard, where she goes out for
Yeah.
love, but then it feels like the rest of the song is just trying to get to that line.
kind of falls flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that
But
sounds
I
like most of
actually
the
have
songs.
seen that the song is a billion times better in Spanish.
That's fair.
It sounds. It actually
But
sounds
even
really good
then-
in Spanish.
But even
But
then, it
even
has the
then-
fundamental issue of just
It's a fundamental lyric issue.
yeah. And there was,
for
and I don't quite
me-
remember, but there was another song that felt like that, where they just had like one really like a good one-liner.
Which one was that? Okay, I'm gonna guess
I
it's
don't-
Poison, because that was like one that half the song was like. And then there's like these
Yeah.
little bits of like choir bits, but then it would get right back to.
Yeah, they came up with a really baller chorus, and then just it's like, how do we get to the chorus?
I feel like it's an effect of TikTok, where TikTok songs no longer. have
Yeah,
a
they
bridge.
want just like the one part that
It's
you
the
can
10
put
Strong
second
choir
bit,
bit.
and then that's it. Yeah.
that you can
That's all
use
you
in your silly little TikTok videos, and that's all you really need.
But I will say that a lot of the voice acting was great because they had amazing voice casts. They had the dude from Rick and Morty. Okay, they had that
Wait,
guy.
who is he?
He was Husk. He played the
well,
president. in
I
Rick and
don't
Morty.
know
He
him
played
as the
black
guy
cat
from.
in Coraline.
I don't know him as the guy from Rick and Morty. I know him as the
I know,
guy
I'm
from The
sorry.
Princess and the Rock.
That too. Like he's a
Saying
super-
that, I'm
He's
so
a dude.
flabbergasted that the guy from Rick and Morty over literally anything else that he's been in.
No, it's because okay. The reason why is
No,
because
it's
that's the
funny,
first
it's
one I
good.
think about, because I'm like, yep, that's human version of that character.
That's fair. I
Like, yep,
I
this is
haven't
what I
really
see when I see that
seen
guy.
Rick and Morty, but I know that he turned himself into a pickle, and it was the
Pickle,
funniest
yeah,
shit
it's the
I've ever
funniest shit
seen.
you've ever seen.
God damn it.
But okay. Then a lot of it was strange. Okay, here is the plot in the most simplistic sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Rich white girl tries to save the hoodlum slums.
Yeah, that is also a thing.
That is the plot.
It barely covers that plot. That
You
plot
know,
is existing in episode 1, 3, 7, and 8.
you know what
That's it.
really
Because the main
frustrated
character
me?
is being upstate.
The thing that really frustrated me was the relationship between like Charlie and her dad, because they are too similar. Like their personalities are too similar for it to be believable that they have had like a bad relationship for the majority of her life.
Yeah, like what even happened?
It's because like she's also intended to be like young adult, and it's like they haven't had a good relationship in years. So like what during like the years where most people are forming like their like adult personality type thing, like she didn't really have a relationship with her dad, but they are that similar.
I mean, I can believe it, but that's because like me and my dad are fairly similar. But like I do not have a positive relationship with my father, so I get that.
Yeah.
Like just like, and I don't know.
Yeah.
So like something it just feels really off, and like especially with a show like that, I feel like they should have, you know,
Like, the
take
father
that
shows
and
he
exaggerate
cares
it.
for his
Yeah.
daughter and doesn't know how to interact with her, but like the fact that neither of them try is weird.
It's also it is
And the
not
fact that he, like,
believable to me
obviously
that Charlie would not
self-enclosed.
try.
Yeah, and the fact
Yeah,
that
I feel
they're
like
just
she would
self-enclosed to
literally
their
be at his
ducks, I'm
door
like,
every day,
it's weird.
knocking on it, like, "Father, father, father, I want to talk to you, father, father, father."
Yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't get a
So
bit of
unless
like
he
if
literally,
they were
like-
neglectful after like the loss or the disappearance of his wife or the death, like you know, it's implied that she
Or the
died.
divorce or whatever
We
happened.
learned like yeah, well, I think it's like implied that she died, but like we as the audience know that she didn't because of the final episode, and probably from like things said in like outside of the show. Because like I went into the show being like, okay, so like these are like characters, these are the things, because I had some like information of like who these characters should be, and I got none of that from the show, and that's what was my biggest disappointment.
That's the like if you are going into the show and you have no idea about like anything outside of the show, you're going to be so confused. You're going to have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I think like you could figure out what's going on. I just think like most of the characters are just very hollow and just really relying on certain tropes, and like here's like the base thing. Anything that's depth doesn't exist in the show, which that's fine. Like I don't expect that from an 8-episode a series, but I do expect there to be coherent characters that feel like they aren't rapidly changing every few episodes, where it's like, oh, okay, why do you feel like a completely different character just because the plot needs you to do this new thing?
Yeah.
This is weird. And like it having like 8 episodes for me is like, that doesn't matter, because you have Invincible that had 8 episodes, and that was a pretty good season. Like that season fucking ended really well.
Episodes?
The first
Like,
episode
30
of Grey's
minutes or so?
Anatomy was like
Like half an hour. They're not too long. And then you have fucking Knuckles, which is 6 episodes. So like I think like also 30-40 minute episodes. And fucking Knuckles, God, I fucking love Knuckles. That show was so good.
the first
It was
episode of
better-
Grey's Anatomy. No, sorry, the first season of Grey's Anatomy was 9 episodes, and it did infinitely more. I mean, like even like I know exactly who
just
all of these characters
better
are in
writing,
9 episodes, and they had like
Yeah,
a
so I
nice
think-
little arc. Sorry, I'm so Grey's Anatomy pilled.
I mean, Grey's Anatomy has
Wait.
existed for decades. It
White
keeps being
woman's
like,
One
all right, we're
Piece.
done. A year or two later, all right, Grey's Anatomy is back,
No,
baby.
no, they always leave it on like a cliffhanger so they can keep going.
Yeah, because like it's been like not canceled, but it's like, all right, the final season. Like enough times for me to be like, is it though?
They keep
Are you
just
lying to
ramping
me?
it up. I am currently I'm on season like 12 right now. And they're coming out
Out
with
of a
season I
billion.
think 20 or 21. And the titular Grey, Meredith Grey, isn't even going to be in the next season.
She's funny.
That's so funny.
Which is fair because she's been doing
Okay.
this since like 2005. Sorry if I sound far away. I'm opening my windows
time to
because it's very
retire,
warm
you
in
know?
here.
It's time to not be a doctor anymore.
Well, she's just gonna
Yeah.
go
So-
be a doctor somewhere else.
Apparently. So for I'm gonna ramble a bit about this plot. Because mostly, from what I've been seeing, it focuses mostly just around Angel in his development as a human being, as a little spider whore.
No,
Yeah.
that's like
And
one episode.
that's just one episode. I feel like the entire show is about him, which is weird because it should be
It
about
does
Charlie.
focus on him a lot more than like the other like people staying at the hotel.
Yeah, like Angel has like a lot of like the one-liners and jokes, but like they're a background character in most of the episodes. And then there is the two episodes, the one where Charlie gets involved in like their day job of being a porn actor by force through what's his bug-eyed face, and then the episode where he goes to the bar to show his change. So like there's two episodes that are big Angel focus, but that's
out
two
of-
episodes out of 8.
Yeah. He like
I feel like a
they
big reason why I feel
treat him like they
he-
know he's the fandom favorite.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
definitely
that's
like
what I mean.
the
I feel
creator
like that's
and
the
fan
reason
favorite.
why I just got confused that he wasn't like a main character because Charlie isn't treated like a main character.
No, none of the cast
Even though
feel
she
like
clearly
a main
is a
character.
main character, she clearly is supposed to be the main character. This is about her struggles as a
Mhm.
person trying to do this hotel and people don't really believe her nor take her very seriously. But
Mhm.
granted, she's also a character who's like, I have so much immense fucking power, but I don't really want to use it because I don't really want to push anyone over. Even though if she does use her power, she could greatly help the lives of those she is trying to help. Because I don't necessarily understand the power struggle of what's going on in the universe other than my own base understanding of like the Hellborns, like the imps, hellhounds, shit like that, the sinners, the people who come down, the overlords, which are like sinners who have gotten immense amount of area. So it's essentially like a gang war between just like one guy and like
I want to know more about this overlord thing because like how do you gain power? Why do like as like
how do you
why
gain
do
power?
these
Is it-
people what determines one person to be more powerful than the other or having like all these different powers and stuff because
So-
Why
like
can they make
Alistair
deals?
has all these crazy powers and like
I think he's in a deal. That was his plot.
yeah, but like he was doing all this crazy stuff before he had that deal. That's why he stopped.
No, that entire time he's been trapped within his own deal. The magic that he has is not his.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Okay.
But
So
From what
a
I
like
lot of
but
it,
then
I think,
why
is
but
just-
like what does he have that like that like
exactly- he
someone
has
would want to
the
make that deal with
charisma.
him?
you got that Riz, that Alistair Riz.
Okay, so
That's
But when it
awful.
comes to
the
like the powers and
freebies-
stuff, I think it's just a mix of like the manifestation of one's like will, but mostly like
Aura.
collecting souls, making the deals and keep collecting people's like other hell center souls. because we know like those who have fully sold their souls like have like the black eyes or whatever, and those who've sold like part of it, like Angel, have like one black eye or whatever. And that gives people power. So like overlords have just a bunch of people who they've either tricked or probably forced into giving them their souls through whatever means. Who knows? I don't think it's important for the most part of any of the story presented. But I think like the overlords are just like fucking gang lords who have just accumulated power, and that power is represented in mostly really just people, because like the only person we see who has like any kind of magic-y like powers is Alistair, and it's mostly like them shift changing, and that's about it. I think like in the final like the final like confrontation they may have shot a laser or something. I don't know. But like everyone else is just, including like any of the other like overlords, are either just like weird looking people who can do cool combat, like physical combat, or like the TV guy just broadcast, which it just seems like they just have a broadcasting setup.
So
Yeah,
like,
what does
people
make them
have
more powerful than
their
anyone else?
true demon form, and like I feel there's just gonna be people who like started off more powerful than other people, but like what? But why?
What makes them?
I mean, it's probably just a mix
Like, I
of
understand, like,
being cool. I don't think the
Yeah.
creators thought
Well,
too hard on it. I don't
okay.
think we should.
No. Here's what I have to say about that. And this is well known. I am all for the rule of cool. I am all for
me too.
things just happening because they're cool. My entire VTuber design is based off of the idea that I just did put all of these things on it because I thought it looked cool. But if you are going to like feed me like all this bureaucratic stuff and like if you're gonna take some things seriously and then just be like the rest of this is like bullshit, like if you're gonna like tell me all this stuff about the overlords whatever and like kind of have this focus on the overlords and like soul deals whatever, I would like to have a little bit more thought into some of these
I would like
systems
more
that they tell me is
context.
important.
I mean, but the overlord
Because,
things,
like-
a lot of it's not that important, and they don't.
Then why do
I
they
think
even bring it
enough
up?
information. Mostly to introduce like future villains and to be like, here is like the class structure that we're familiar with. Because like everybody who's shown to be an overlord either has power because they have a lot of people backing them, or like not backing them, but like a part of their gang or group or whatever. Either through like being an arms dealer, or being like essentially a pop idol, or being like, hey, I run TV broadcasting, I'm brainwashing elves, call 1-800 sell me your soul, dumb shit of how like, you know, be like, here's how we accrue power through mostly visual aid, but how they did it doesn't much matter outside of like it's people being people. And I think that's what they were mostly trying to get at, like, hey, even in hell we have these same power classes structures. And it's probably just people who went and actively chose to do this kind of stuff, right? Because you have a lot of like sinners who
Yeah.
are very passive in the background, either just drinking their fucking sorrows away, or just
Beating each other up.
walking. Yeah, or being like the cannibals and just chilling in Cannibal Town. But like there's no real introduction of like any magic or dealings outside of like Alistair's the only one who's like a deal, right? And like same with whatever his name, Husk or Husky, whatever the fuck his name is, being like,
Oh yeah,
you know, someone
because
who made a
Alistair
deal with
owns
Alistair.
Husk.
Yeah. And like
Because Husk
that's the
used to
only
be an
thing.
overlord.
Yeah, because they gambled. So like they gambled for souls. And then like I guess lost really bad. And then I was just like, hey,
Yeah.
I can help you. Give me your soul. Now you have a sense of power, or at least maybe not hell death. I don't know. Second death is kind of terrifying, right? But either way, Hazbin Hotel has like a lot of flaws from characters, storytelling, just being
Music.
like, hey, here's a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter, and we're gonna really focus on it instead
like
of
we're
like
doing right now.
anything. Because I was like, oh cool, so like episode 1, it's like, okay, we have Charlie, we have the Thing, they're going to rehabilitate sinners. Oh no, the angels are going to come back in 6 months instead of a year to fucking kill more people. That's pretty fucked.
Wait, like
Okay,
also them
we have
coming
the
back,
problem, we have the time crunch, how can we do this?
them coming back in
Ain't got
6 months instead of a year meant nothing.
Yeah, like it just meant like, oh, the timer is just up more, right?
Well, because
Uh,
they skipped a bunch of stuff anyway. They could have skipped to a year later, and it wouldn't
Yeah.
have really made that much difference. I feel.
it really wouldn't, because like the first like 2-3 episodes are like within the first like handful of days, maybe week, and then like it jumps a month, even though it doesn't really feel like it. Like the time jumps
They should have just like
aren't
made
noticed
it so that
until,
like
like, the
actually
final
we're
few
gonna
episodes where
move
it
we're
mentions
gonna
it.
move it to like a month from now. That would like
Yeah, it's like, oh no, we have a month left. It's like, what the fuck? Hold up. How? When? Where? And what upsets me the most, and I think it's one of the biggest criticisms, is Charlie keeps failing at whatever they try to do, but yet they keep doing kind of the same shit. And it is kind of
Insanity.
upsetting. They're like, let's do trust falls. Let's do the same sort of thing. And it does obviously
Instead
doesn't
of
work.
like, okay, these are deeply traumatized, deeply complex characters. Let's do deeply complex things for each specific person, not fucking trust falls.
well, I
Yeah.
don't think like
Well, Trust Falls
Charlie
was,
has
like, one
really
episode, but-
gone through a lot of hardship in her life.
Yeah, no, and like
To
that would be a
really-
really good like character thing, like her realizing she's really bad at this and actually
That,
needs
like-
help,
like
but she constantly refuses.
kind
help,
of
and Lou's like,
realizing
"I
her
got
her
this."
place of like privilege and that.
Yeah, but no, let's not touch on that. That would be too interesting. We don't
That'd
want
be way
Hasbro
too
Hotel to be
interesting.
good. It's upsetting. It's one of the reasons why I haven't started Hell of a Boss, because I'm like, I feel like it would have the same issues. But
It is
Some
it
Dust
is
does have a lot of
very
issues, but it-
different.
But it actually okay. I've actually
there's-
watched
I know
it,
there's
and
more
I've also
episodes
focused
in
on the plot as
comparison, right?
well. So, Hello Boss focuses at first on like the business that Blitz has, until it focuses mostly on the relationship between Blitz and Stolas, where Stolas is a part of the Goetia family and is pretty much like king of hell underneath Lucifer. Like he's one of the peons of that. And he and Blitz are having this, sex relationship, and it's pretty
yeah,
toxic.
to have the book
And- but-
travel to the real
yeah,
world
to have the
thing.
book.
Yeah.
But Stolas is like, wow, I actually do really like this guy. And meanwhile, Blitz is like, I have so many complex feelings and emotions that I personally cannot really handle a complex relationship other than a transactional one. Yet I do not know how to say that, and yet I also have similar feelings that you are feeling, but I will just keep them to myself, and you will keep your feelings to yourself. Until, like, the most recent one where Stolas was like, here's how I feel, and Blitz was like, oh, this is a role play thing that we're about to do before sex, because he, again,
Can't
isn't
really
really
like
understanding what's going on.
conceptualize that anyone would have any like genuine.
feelings
Well, if their
toward him.
relationship has been transactional the whole time, it's it's hard to tell like
Yeah.
when there's like
Yeah.
something is real or not. Because
And
I've seen
I
that clip,
thought this
and
scene,
through
this
TikTok
scene
and
was
stuff.
actually really good. The
Yeah,
scene was actually really good because it's like it showed that both of them suck at that conversation.
They suck.
Where
yeah. I saw that scene on
they
TikTok, and I was
sucked
like,
at it.
ooh, it makes me want to go see Hell of a Boss because of that scene, and then also like this one song with Stolas, if that's their name.
Dude, whoever
uh,
voices Stolas and whoever like does the music for Stolas kicks ass.
Yeah, I don't
It
know
is
what the
10 times
song
better
was
than
called,
every
but, ooh.
song in Has Been Hotel.
Like the what's that Stolas song? I have to look it up because it's the only thing I've listened to like more than once, and I've not seen Hell of a Boss.
Has been hotels
There are 3 songs that are really
conceptualized
good.
I
from
think it was
like
one of the more
from like
recent
a
ones.
young teenager, and it is very obvious.
Yeah,
Which
Just
is
Look My
not a
Way.
bad thing, but then when you're trying to do like these like other serious storylines, and it's like you gotta change more. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this song
That one
made
was
me go like,
oh,
"Fuck, this is really good." Like,
I know
like
lore about that.
I know nothing about the series or anything, but I fucking felt it. And whoever is singing this, holy fuck! Like,
Yeah.
like how like not only do they not over emote and over sing, like they do such a fucking great job at emoting in the song without like overdoing it, like a lot of like some artists do when they're like, oh, this is an emotional
Yeah.
song, let's over emote, and it's like, fuck, this sounds more whiny than that. Fuck though. There's one part where like his voice trembles and I'm like, you fucking go, let's do it. It made me so fucking hyped.
Me when actors act.
Yeah,
Okay,
Me
so
when-
that particular music video actually
A big
wasn't
room, by the way.
even at first conceptualized by the team. It was a fan made one until they were like, "Dude, can we actually use this? You did
Can
so
we-
good."
can we have this? Can we? And they're like, yes, please. It's so
Please.
good. It's so good.
And it perfectly
the animation for it's
encapsulates
fine,
the
but like, fuck, song's so good.
animation's pretty good too. Okay, don't diss it. It's
Dude,
actually
it's
really good.
good.
I'm not dissing it. I'm just like, it's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I mean. This show has been, I mean, Hell of a Boss has so many good things about it. There are things I can complain about it, where like it's the same way I feel about the other show too, where it feels like the female characters don't really get as much limelight as the gay frontal point characters.
the hot
The yaoi
Tumblrman.
bait.
Yeah. Where
Like-
like it feels like Stolas's wife was only made as evil as she was in order to give Stolas like
To like
it's
justify.
fine if Stolas cheated. It's
Yeah.
fine if Stolas cheated because she literally choked puppies as a baby.
Yeah.
It's
Even though it would have
fine.
been so much more interesting if like she was just a normal person, but they just didn't love each other.
with flaws.
Yeah.
Yeah, a normal person with flaws instead
Like,
of
maybe
her
if she was just, like-
literally actually
I
choking
kicked
puppies.
Or
pussy.
even just
That's so
like a
fucked.
normal amount of anger issues.
Yeah, a normal amount
That's
of
so
anger
fucked.
issues, and maybe they could have like had some form of like business relationship where it's like, yes, we are both the king, like essentially
yeah.
the prince and princess of hell, where we have to save face, but you can be gay.
Which where the fuck are they in Hazbin Hotel? Like, we don't see any of the imps. We don't see any of the stuff that's introduced in Hell
It's
of a
like
Boss.
different
That's what
ranks.
Like, it
Yeah,
feels like there's
s-
different either this is like a weird separate reality, and like they're not
No, it's
supposed to be
so
related, or it's in a weird different timeline where like Hazbin Hotel's in the past.
No,
Hell of a
it's-
Boss is
it's-
so far in the future.
no, it's at the same
like,
time.
Then why the
They
'cause
are
I talked to Rosie about
so
this. Like, is the like angels killing shit like ever mentioned in Hell of a Boss?
that only happens in I think the Pride ring? Cuz like
Right?
Earthborn sinners are only allowed to like live on the one ring. They're not allowed to travel to like other rings, but in like the Lust ring there is like a poster of angel dust.
Wait, hold on a motherfucking minute. What the fuck is the rules of this universe?
Yeah, no, like Hazbin Hotel has no consistency with a lot of things.
Well, the lore
And I can only imagine that Hell of a Boss kind of has like less of that continuity, because I imagine it, it's just serialized fiction.
the lore that they establish in Hell of a Boss makes more sense than the
At least-
lore
at least that's
established
good.
in Hazbin Hotel.
Because they have
But
the
they
rings,
they
and
want them to be connected so bad, but it makes more sense if they're just not.
Yeah, like it
yeah,
would
if
be
they're
better
like
if they
two
were just
separate
not.
versions.
Yeah, just different realities.
Yeah,
They don't have to
like,
be
at the
connected.
very
Not everything has to be
least,
a MCU. You know.
But the
Yeah.
way that like Hell of a Boss was kind of advertised at first was like this is also in the universe of Hazbin Hotel.
Which doesn't make sense. Okay, it
Even
feels
though
like
it'd be
Hell of a
better
Boss.
if it wasn't.
It's like Hazbin Hotel is the
'Cause they
shitty
don't
little
overlap
brother
anyway,
of
so what's the
of Hell of a
point?
Boss,
That's so real. That's so real.
where it's like the shitty little nerd brother of Hell of a Boss, and it's like, can I come too? And it's like, no, man. Fuck you on.
And like,
I want to come too.
I'm all for.
so fun.
I have like characters and OCs that I created when I was in middle school that are edgy and stupid that I keep them the way they are because nostalgia. So I get it. In like, because a lot of the characters in Hazbin Hotel are like that because of that reason. But
Which is the wildest
You
thing. 'Cause
can-
that's the one
you
like
can-
weird fact that I know is that these characters have been around with what's her face since like she was in middle school, and I'm like,
you can keep the spirit of like that middle school cringe while also like diversifying and like improving these designs. Like I have a character who is like she's like half cat, half demon, half bat, whatever type thing. And I keep her that way because I think anything else would just be like not the same character anymore. But I've like changed her design as I've, become not a middle schooler.
I also feel like when you talk about something as complex as like the Bible, right?
Yeah.
Because the Bible has very complex shit where there are sinners in hell and then there are demons in hell. Demons are not human. They feel they feel nothing except for the want and will to hurt things. And that is what a demon is at its core values. And a human cannot be a demon. A demon cannot be a human unless they possess the human. That it's very set rules. So when you try and like change it into a weird way of like demons have emotions, they don't though. That's the fucking point of them. Not even to like pull out the Bible and be like, this is the word of God.
Yeah.
It's just because I am also writing a very similar thing to Hazbin Hotel. I am writing about concepts that are found in the Bible.
Yeah.
And so I have to make very strict rules about what the things in my comic are and are not. Because I don't want fans to be like, see, this demon has so many complex feelings. No, they don't. They feel hungry.
Kill.
They want to eat. They feel hungry.
they're hungry. They're just a really good actor right now.
They're just
Like,
really good at acting
They
right now.
seem complex, but really they're doing all this because they want to have a little bite. They want to take a little nibble.
They want to have a
them-
little
them-
snack.
Yeah.
And like the most complex things that I even have are characters that are coming up so much later on that are not actually complex. They are just more powerful. And so they feel more complex when really they are just their base desires.
Yeah.
They just have more unique desires. So it requires them
Yes.
to do more things to achieve those desires.
Like the first demons that that the main character is fighting are very like they do follow like the rings of hell, where the possession demon from chapter 1 is greed. They are about vices. They make the user consume the vice as the demon consumes them. Because it slowly weakens the immune system down to an irreversible point. And then they die.
And then they die.
And then they
Yep,
Yay.
that is essentially it. Because in my universe, humans aren't chilling out in hell. Hell coming to Earth. Hell is in Earth now.
Yay.
Hell is chilling out on Earth now. The humans are experiencing a slow apocalypse.
It happens.
The apocalypse has happened. It's just not the end yet.
Fox is in bed. I can't make her put links. I was about to say Fox. Put the link to
And the reason
Exorcism for
why
sale. Hold
I
on,
even
I'll get the link. I guess I'll do
the
my
reason why I
own
even
fucking
bring up
job
my
for
stupid
once.
comic in a conversation about Hazbin Hotel is
Ah!
because we are both
Webtoon
very
logged
similar.
me out. I'm gonna explode. I don't know my login.
We're both two sides of the cringe coin.
Snoops, do you have a link to
Yes, I
your
do.
silly webcomic? I got logged out of my webtoons.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, if you liked my random ramblings about my epic cool comic, here it is. Exorcism for sale.
There we go. Yeah.
Anywho, me and Vizzypop's version of hell are two sides of a very different Tumblr-esque coin. Where Vizzypop's is, look at these sexy demons, aren't they cool? And mine are, look at these sexy demons.
Sexy Tumblr boys.
I just
They want
think
to eat you.
if you're going to try to cover like really serious topics like they try to do in Hazbin Hotel, things that I cannot say on stream, I don't think,
Oh yeah.
you can only have a certain amount of silliness, a certain amount of like things just
Whimsy.
happening. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy and silly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Like,
And maybe, you know, I'll be entirely honest, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is just, you know, me from my brain. Yeah. Anyways,
I also don't really know what I'm doing with my
I don't know.
comic. I mean, I know, okay, it's gonna be 3 seasons long, and by these seasons, I mean story arcs.
3 arcs.
Where right now we're on season 1. Season 1, chapter 2. And what I want for this comic is for I want to tell a story that the people reading it cannot control, because they cannot control it. You know how you feel, you know how sometimes you watch a media where you're like, yep, clearly the fan base has a form of control over the media.
yeah.
Yeah, that the fandom influenced its direction between seasons or so. Yeah.
Mine has a very already pretty concrete storyline. I know what will happen. The entire thing. Main plot wise. I have a Venn diagram. I don't know what's in between those parts of the Venn diagram yet. I know the big plot points. And it
Yeah.
will not change.
Well, I kind of like, because I can think of very few instances of like the fandom influencing the like media where it turned out
Sherlock.
to be. Well, I've never seen.
Oh.
Sherlock isn't great.
But I mean, if you say so, then I believe you.
I watched Sherlock from episode 1, and then I finished it as it was coming out. And the longer I watched it, the more I was like, I hate this show. Fuck this show. And
I
I
hate
started
this show.
by season 2, I was hate watching it. Like by the end of season 2, I was just like, at this point, I'm like, I'm just gonna hate watch the rest of it.
I just have to watch it so I can say that I've done it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it, to be quite
Kind of what I
honest.
do with Grey's Anatomy. I like Grey's Anatomy, but it's like, but also at the same time, like, it's just like, what sort of bullshit are they going to do
Yeah,
now?
I mean, after
Tomfoolery is this.
after a decade of a show running, it's kind of like, you should have probably ended a little while ago. Depending on like the kind of shows.
I think
Some
I've
are
talked
like,
about
can
this on
keep shit
stream before,
interesting.
but what I really want them to do is end Grey's Anatomy. Please God, let it die. And
Let it
then
just end.
and then
Release Grey's Anatomy 2.
they should make Grey's Anatomy 2 that's about like her children
Boogaloo.
becoming doctors or doing
that.
whatever.
Yeah, where is Boruto
Yeah,
Grey's
give
Anatomy?
me Boruto Grey's Anatomy, please. It's just but like Grey, the titular Grey of Grey's Anatomy isn't even going to be on the show, and I know after a certain point, even when she's not like it's not really about her anymore. It's about the everything, and I guess the hospital is named after her. So, but like, just. We don't need to keep going. I
Yeah,
think at this
we can
point
make
all the
something new.
characters that matters
They've
has
sung the
had their
song.
moment. They've had like their
arcs,
story
their
arc.
ups, their downs.
We don't need to keep introducing
and
new
right.
characters because everyone I love is already dead. So what are we even
We're at another
doing?
fucking hospital.
New hospital.
Get a different.
Yeah.
I'm just
Like
over it.
Yeah, just get new characters and a different hospital at this point.
I mean, it pretty much
like-
is. Like, so much has changed in the show that it's
it's a
like
whole
pretty
new
much,
show.
it's an
Just name
entirely
it-
different show. Like, if I go back, I'm only on season 12, but if I go back and watch like episode 1 again, it is an entirely different show.
Look,
Which
just do
makes
what
sense, 'cause, like, the-
CSI did and just have Grey's Anatomy Miami, Grey's Anatomy Fiji,
Yes.
Grey's
yes.
Anatomy
Yes.
Survivor. You
Yes.
know, just
Just like
That's my dream. That's my
different
dream.
things.
Just like, well, because they've had spin-off shows. I think the only one still
Grey's
going
Anatomy
is
and
like
Hazbin Hotel.
the firefighter one. Where Meredith dies again.
So,
Well, dies for real this time. Permanently died because she's
Dr.
died.
Grey actually rehabilitates the sinners, and Charlie's like, "God damn it,
Yeah.
no!" And then it becomes a rival feud, and they start fighting.
Well, they
Except,
find
you know,
out
they
Charlie just
kiss.
keeps
that they're
failing.
demons because of like this rare disease, and she has to cure them with surgery. And then they're fine.
Yeah, remove
And
the
then they
demon heart,
kiss.
plant in a human heart. Let's go.
Oh my god, it'll be like that bear YouTube video where the bear gets surgery.
The bear gets surgery.
Do
You know that
surgery
one?
on
Did
the
you know
grape.
that they did surgery on a grape in Grey's Anatomy? They did surgery on a grape
They did surgery on a
They
grape.
did.
before surgery. Before surgery on a grape was a thing, they did surgery on a grape.
Yeah, surgery on a grape. It's the best thing.
Like just one of the characters like practicing something on a grave. Oh my god. I think I have it. My entire private Twitter account is just me like live tweeting Grey's Anatomy. So I'll be like, I don't even say the show, I just say like season and episode, and everyone just has to get with it. And I just say whatever thoughts I have about that episode. And so I think if I go look, I probably have just surgery on a grape. Let me
That's
look.
so funny.
I did surgery on a goddamn
but-
grape, and it was the funniest thing I ever seen.
It was. It probably won't take me that long to find.
They did
Yeah, what-
surgery on a grape in Hazbin Hotel, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Well, they put a dent in Jerry Russo's head, and that was fun. Like the
You know, always
dad,
when you
the
put a
dad
dent
from
in
Wizards
there.
of Waverly Place. There was a brief moment where I stopped watching Grey's Anatomy, so I might have to.
You have to catch up on the lore,
Lord.
on the gray lore.
Well, I've seen like the first couple of episodes, so like not well, the first couple of seasons like 5 times. So I know what happens in the beginning really well.
Shit, I completely forgot that I drew Emmanuel in the Hazbin Hotel style.
Poor Emmanuel.
Yeah, I did it as a joke once because my room was like, you should totally draw it
Season-
in that like in that
Season
meme.
8, episode 4, they did surgery on a grape. I have the screenshot. Season 8, episode 4. He says, you'll operate on a grape. Here, I'll put it in the Discord as well.
Yeah, put it in Discord.
And I assume, I don't know, when did season 8? In 2011. That is well before surgery on a grape.
Ah, here it is. I'll send it to you, Mims.
He's not white enough
Oh, right.
for
I
it to be
forgot.
accurate.
All right. So
My-
the
my
origin of the
my-
grape surgery video appeared in 2010.
Oh my god, you
August
put it in!
2010. I googled it.
When did it
But
become a meme, though?
It
was
became
after
a
that.
meme. According to knowyourmeme.com, 2018, but I'm pretty sure I learned of this like
Okay,
way sooner than 2018.
Good, because I'm going to be so mad if, like, him doing this in this
It's because of a
episode
meme.
is because of the meme. That will
It
make
might
me
have been just because
actually
of the-
angry.
The actual, precision video of like being able to like do surgery on a grape.
Okay, that
They're probably
makes
like,
sense.
oh, that's really cool. Like, let's
That-
introduce this.
I guess they do reference a lot of like medical, like each season is kind of like of like the current medical like technology and advancements, so that makes sense. But like this wasn't like, because that was like a whole fancy robot thing, and this was just they were practicing, I think, like cutting skills on the grape.
Yeah, because people are better than machines, obviously.
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy can't have cool machines. It's all about the people. And their
Well, they've
cool people
done cool
skills.
machine things,
Oh, then
but only for
I
like
don't know
one-off
Grey's Anatomy.
episodes, because like I imagine it's expensive to have those machines
Probably.
for the
Even if like
episodes.
even like just building fake ones probably is like, let's not have this cost. We don't need it. It's not
Yeah.
important to the story.
Yeah, they'll do
Um,
like one surgery with it. The concept of Dr. Weber referencing they did surgery on a grape makes me actually angry. Like just thinking about just
That possible timeline. You're
the
like,
the
no.
timeline where Dr. Weber references they did surgery on a grape
That just means that they're dank as hell. Like,
makes
they're
me
on the
so
pulse.
mad. Well, they were on the pulse with like they did a whole Twitter episode, but like severely like
Ill-toned.
I think I have a screenshot of that as well. Because they show it because they were live tweeting surgeries.
Bro.
That's
And
so funny.
Dr.
What
Bailey
is
was
live tweeting.
you're just like
What?
tweeting it as it's happening. So I'm like, me live tweeting Grey's Anatomy is I'm tweeting about what's happening in the episode as I'm watching the episode. So
Got
Dr. Bailey was live tweeting her surgeries and tweeting about like the steps she was taking in the surgery as she was performing surgery.
I don't know
And-
if I
What a
want someone live
professional.
tweeting my surgery, my open heart surgery.
Well, they got consent from the people, like the people they were operating on, because that was like
Yeah.
actually
I
a
don't want
thing.
some-
Like that's so.
So
wild,
it
though.
was like people who were fine with it because they were doing it to like educate people, I guess. And
on Twitter.com,
on-
the
well-
best source for your medical information.
well, it was like a bunch of medical students who followed Dr. Bailey's Twitter, I guess. I don't know. And so she was live tweeting. It's literally okay, season 7, episode 13. And I can show you. That's not what I want. This is what they show for Twitter. And I just said, "Girl, that is not Twitter." That was my tweet.
Girl,
My
that is
tweet
not
about
Twitter.
the tweet episode. Okay, but girl, that is not Twitter.
When did the episode come out? It could be super ancient Twitter.
It was season 7. But like if you look at, I sent it in typey. There is no universe where that is Twitter.
Girl, that's on Twitter.
Girl, that is not Twitter. But so
Speaking of Twitter,
They were-
check it out.
they were live tweeting surgeries, and Dr. Weber got mad because he's like, "You're gonna get us in trouble." And Dr. Bailey was like, "No, it's fine. I have, like, people sign release forms and stuff for me to tweet about their surgeries. It's fine." And he's like, "Stop it," anyways. But she didn't, but then it ended up being a good thing because they were
rebellious.
able to do like this crazy save with like people interacting on the Twitter. But like so like they were getting like live interactions. People were were responding immediately, and it's, I don't know, it was just but they say specifically that it's Twitter, but like they should have, I don't know, it would have made more sense if it was like, I guess, I don't know, you can't really live stream surgeries. That might not be okay. I don't know. Live podcast.
Yo, here's the stream of this surgery. I'm literally holding this dude's beating heart in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, what do you think
Yo,
of this? Should I
if we get
squish
10
it?
Yeah.
gifted subs in chat, I'll put it back in.
Yeah.
Hurry, guys.
Don't-
The person's
Hurry,
turning
this
blue.
man's going into arrest.
Yeah.
God, that'd be so
I don't
If
wild.
I
know.
don't keep pumping their heart, they will die. If you want them to
Anytime-
die,
Anytime they try to do like a social media episode, it's just in anything, it's just weird.
But backtracking.
Backtrack. You don't want to hear about my Grey's Anatomy opinion.
We can in a moment. I just don't want to lose the train of thought.
No, that's
and before it
fair.
gets too far away.
I'm just
So
giving you
Soups, on
shit.
the comment of not having your story be influenced by your audience.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
wait, did you
me
redeem
and
ad
my
time?
peers
Hold on.
did for Heartbeats. We mostly made it for ourselves, and we just happened to get an audience.
Who's my little
But a lot
pog
of the
champ?
audience
Thank you,
has like
Maple.
We
some
got
of
a
the
new
weirdest
subscriber.
theories.
12 months.
New subscriber, let's go.
Dang. That's
12 months, new
crazy.
subscriber. They've been around for a whole year.
Dang.
Good lamb maypie. Let's go.
Maple. And you're
On their
founder.
year.
And you're. Hi.
Hi,
Maple, have you seen Grey's Anatomy?
Grey's Anatomy. And I see clippets on TikTok.
That's true. Anyways, Xander, you can keep say what you're gonna say before I get Grey's Anatomy pilled again.
Oh yeah. So for my fiction story show, Heartbeats, we didn't let our audience really like influence our show, even though they had some really funny like theories and stuff for like the story and the lore. Even though most of it is like, hey, this is going to become a horror show, right? Like, when is like the evil shit about the drop? Like, when is the horror going to start? I'm like, no, it's a slice of life. It's very cute. Stop calling it a horror show. It ain't.
Please.
So, but I always enjoy it when like those who make stuff keep it like whether it changes over time is whatever, but keeping it like
True to their
making
own
it for themselves
vision.
and their vision, yeah, I like better than like if it starts getting influenced and dictated by their audience, or they're like, oh, I need to change it to fit with my current audience. Like, no,
Yeah, to make it something
people
that
like
they
it
would
because
like.
of what you're doing, keep doing that. Change it if you feel like it needs to be changed. Because like there's a few storylines and heartbeats that I changed because it's like this is a little too dark for like what we're making. Because I just happened to write dark things. But you know, the goal for heartbeats was like, oh, here's like everything should have a sense of hope and fun, even though some of the stuff, if you think a little about it a little too hard, like the fan base does, it's a little like this is kind of
How
dark.
many fans do you have?
All
Let's
of
see.
them.
Our listeners, whenever we were active, let's see, I can pull it up still. Last time I looked at it, which was like a year or two ago, we had about like I think like 400,000 something like unique downloads.
I think it should
Damn.
be everyone in the whole
But our
wide world.
Discord, yeah, it's still roughly around that 400. It's like 417, 362
Put the
downloads,
link.
and that's like total
Put the link
downloads
in
for
the
like all
chat.
like 50 odd episodes, right? So, in the grand scheme of like podcasting stuff, you know, not big. But the Discord has, let's see, 63 offline, 9 online. So I can't do math. 72,
Sander, you should
73,
put
74,
you should
74
put the
people.
link to it in
I did. It's
my chat.
oh, it's in the. I'll put it in chat. Sure. If you want to listen to it, it's a cute little show, but it's nothing special. It's nothing great. It's first few episodes are pretty rough audio wise from one of my co-hosts, and then like I was like, here's a better mic. Take this. Here's a $200 mic. Take it. I don't use it. It's collecting dust.
That's how I feel with my Blue Yeti mic, cause like it picks up too much in my room. Like I could drop something and then everyone could hear it.
I know that my mic is a little bit jank, but I don't care. I'm not really
as
doing
it
things
works,
that
you're audible and clear. That's all that matters a lot of the time.
Yeah, I'm not really doing anything that requires a super crisp mic. I've thought about like I would rather. I've been like the money that I make from streaming, I try to put back into streaming. And so I try to focus more on getting things to like do more fun streams rather than improving my stream. But I'm getting like things that like the my fancy camera, my desk camera.
Yeah, like stuff to make your like to do more stuff with your streams.
Yeah.
And then you can like improve and upgrade stuff like later, right? Like if
Yeah.
it's not broken, you know, no need to like
Yeah,
worry
if
about
it
it.
ain't broke, don't fix it.
Like for me, audio, I just like audio. Like big
Yeah.
audio fan.
Yeah, you're
I
also like
mics.
doing things with audio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So
like even if I
that's-
wasn't, I still collected mics prior to it, right?
Yeah.
My mic collection has dwindled because I've just given away my mics to like friends and peers who are like needing mics or like their stuff broken. I'm like, you know what? This is really just collecting dust. Here, take this. And they're like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, this is a $500 mic. And I'm like, okay, pay for shipping then if you feel so bad. Like, that's fine. I don't care. Take it.
Pay for
If you
shipping,
feel
it's
bad.
crazy.
Yeah, like it collects dust. Like after a certain point, like in my brain, I'm like, this doesn't cost money anymore in my brain, right?
That's
Like
so
I
real.
gave my
That's
old
so real.
1080 or 1070, whatever it was. I just gave it the retrace. Retrace was like, I was like, if you want to pay for it, you can just pay for shipping. And they have yet to pay for shipping, and I'm not ever going to ask for it because I'm like, no. Never.
That's so
It's a
real.
threat.
Grot.
Right.
Speaking of that, when I drew the thing for Grot, I was never gonna ask you to pay for it, and then you asked. I'm just like, whatever.
What the fuck?
Whatever, yeah.
It's a commission, bestie.
Yeah, it's okay.
You
You
typically
pay for art.
that.
Yes,
art.
but you're my friend.
Oh,
Friends pay friends.
That's
yeah, I
true.
support you. I
But
support you. I just woke up.
Support your friends.
I consider
I
it,
will
you
never
know,
turn down like a gift. But if I ask
investing
something,
in
like,
another ad time.
and-
Sorry, if you're not subbed, die, I guess. Oh, so I can't do it for
you
6
should
more
sub,
minutes.
or-
Remind me in
Yeah.
6 minutes when I
In
can
6
do an
minutes.
ad again.
We'll do. Yeah. Why not like top of the hour? Top of the hour.
Top of the
Top
hour.
of the hour ad.
Okay, Snoops, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Here, run another one.
But I
Alright,
just
alright,
I
so
just
6 minutes we'll
consider
run an
it.
ad, and then at top of the hour another.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I
well
just
in the
I
next
just
30
consider it, you know, investing in the streamers of Envy Arcade.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess
Yeah,
that
it's
makes
it's an
sense.
investment.
one.
Jesus Christ.
Which Mimsy, I'm gonna probably commission you for
I think I have one more. in here.
Oh my god.
a big project that I'm
One,
planning
two,
for my
three, four.
unretirement.
Yeah. And
That's
then I'll
12
invest in you.
Yo.
12 minutes of ads.
12 minutes of ads.
invest in
Can I
friends.
do
So many ads. Let's go.
I can only do so many ads. I can run a 3-minute ad break.
Mostly straight ad maxing
But
right
people
now.
might leave.
Ad maxing. It's fine. It's fine. We won't leave. I think like we're the ones who are here, so it's fine.
That's
No, we got one more
entirely
person.
fair.
But though I'm excited for my unretirement. I told a handful of my like peers and friends, and their response is like, I'm like, I hate you all, because they're very excited, and I'm just like, I hate this. No.
what do you
God damn it.
have planned? If you
that's the
don't
thing. I don't really know. Like I have several ideas, but I'm just like, what do I want to do? Because I know I
Ugh,
don't want to
that's always
do
difficult.
TTRPG content anymore. I don't want to make actual plays that like I'm still hugely burnt out from it. From doing like Heartbeats and then like several other shows as guest and stuff. Like it's too much. Mostly because like with Heartbeats, right? So it's I describe it more as it's an improv audio drama than it is an actual play, because we rarely roll dice. And I also take because Heartbeats an episode we record about 2 hours, and I edit it all down to anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. So a 2-hour session is like a 15 to 30 minute episode, which is wild. But I treat it as like an audio drama that's just improv. So there's sound effects, there's music, there's fun stuff, and I change up how I do my editing style because it's a big sandbox for me in the editing space. But like, you know, I would be like, oh, here's like my plan for the arc. Immediately goes awry because my players are very good, very smart, and they have way better ideas than I could have ever imagined. But it like throws me the fuck off, and I'm like, ooh, this how do I like keep the themes and like the core idea while like working with them, and then doing that on for other shows, and then for big collab events like IPM, International Podcast Month. And then like being guests on other shows, because I'm an awful player. I'm an awful TTRPG player because I'm like, oh, here's my character, drunken doctor who constantly needs alcohol. Are they a good doctor? I don't know. It depends on the dice, to be quite honest. But like I come up with some of the dumbest motherfucking characters, and everyone is like, man, these are great. And I'm like, are y'all okay? Like,
well, sometimes I feel like the stupidest characters can like turn into like
some
yeah,
almost like heartfelt, yeah. But granted, how I play whenever I'm like a guest on someone's show is I'm very support. So I will do my bit. I'm not going to overshadow anybody with my dumb antics, because like I absolutely could. But like, no, I'll let other people be the star, and I will give them the opportunities with my dumb character to make that shit happen for them, right? And if there's something in like my character skill set that's like, oh yeah, this obviously I would be the one who do this. Like, oh, medicine check, like, oh, I need to heal somebody. Sure thing. Roll a thing. I'm like, all right, cool, I can heal you. Like, how do you do it? I'm like, oh, I just take a big syringe and I just stab it in their face.
That's so real. That's
like,
so
what?
real.
I'm like, yep, that's how it happens. They're like, is that really how it works? I'm like, who's the doctor here?
Who is the doctor here?
Yeah, so like one of my favorite characters that I played was a witch. So there was one campaign that was like a 3-parter, and we were in like a magic school for witches. And my character's like quirk that I did was they constantly heisted vending machines. So if there was a vending machine, they're like, "Hey, give me a second," and they would like break into it to like get free snacks. And they would also just carry around a lot of snacks. So if someone's like, "Man, I need something," I'm like, "What do you need?" They're like, "I need something like break this down." I'm like, "I have a Kit Kat. You can break that." Like, don't fucking shit. That's probably one of my favorite characters I played for a show because it was so stupid.
Hatsune Miku. Yeah. I think when I do, cause I don't think I mentioned this, but I'm going to be turning these into 3D models.
Yeah,
But
I've seen your progress on it.
I'm going to change like the heights and like body types a little bit when I actually do the 3D models, but for just reference, it is easier for me to not change the base. So
Yeah, 100%.
Let's go
I'm
gambling.
lazy.
Let's go gamble.
Let's.
I
Aw,
have a
dang it.
gambling addiction.
Aw, dang it.
It's not an
Aw,
addiction if
dang
you're
it.
winning.
Dang it.
Aw, dang
Okay,
it.
so it's funny because I relate to that audio so much. You have
Because you have a
no
gambling
idea.
addiction.
I do. I gambled so hard, but it's not like I'm winning anything besides digital things, because I'm playing gotchas.
Oh,
I
the
want to talk
worst
about.
gambling addiction.
Yeah, that I don't think is even gambling. I think that's just
Addiction.
Throwing your
Worse
money
than
into
crack.
Yeah, just
Worse
tossing your
than
money
Fent.
at a little spinny wheel and hoping you don't get a weapon or whatever. I don't know what game you're playing.
Hoping
playing
that you
Withering
get the hot,
Waves.
sexy anime girl.
Yeah.
I'm playing Withering Waves.
Oh, I don't know what
Uh,
that
Is that
is.
Waves.
It came out literally 2 weeks ago, and I played it since day one.
Well,
I'm actually almost max level right now.
I have so
It's an
many
obsession.
like D&D characters that I had like conceptualized to play in campaigns.
oh yeah, game mode.
And then like we would play one session and just not do
never
anything
again.
more. So I have all these characters that I really love, but I just never got to do anything with them. So I recently I decided, maybe I could go crazy, go stupid, make my own silly little webcomic about these characters. But now I'm actually having to like think about these characters because this particular character that I'm doodling right now, his name is Nox. He just kind of like my idea was like he's a changeling and something really fucked up happened to him when he was a child, but I never really thought about what that was because like when you're playing in a D&D campaign, you don't really want to like set too many things in stone about your character normally.
Yeah, you figure it out while play.
Yeah.
How I tend to go about a lot of it.
So I would just kind of
tabletop
give my
characters.
DM like something fucked up happened to him. I don't know what. But now since that campaign never went anywhere, but I still just really love this character and I've drawn him for years. I have to actually decide what happened to him.
That's messed up.
And I have to make decisions about things.
Trying to make a
decisions?
character without a tragic backstory, hard edition.
Well, you got Nox, and then he has his best friend Porter, who is just like a giant mud monster, and he's completely
so
fine.
cool.
He's so chillin'. He's literally made of love, and he's just happy.
A little party hat.
Yeah,
he's having a good time.
he's a clown. So Porter, who was going to be played by Kelp in that same campaign, So me and Kelp have kind of been developing it together. What is actually going to happen with these two now?
That's so good.
Two gay wizards, or I guess sorcerers would technically make more sense, but wizards is funnier. Just like got married out in the forest, and then they left, did whatever, and the force of their love, of the magic of their love was so powerful that the dirt beneath them became sentient, became
The
alive.
dirt under their pillow for the dirt man.
Sure. But and then Porter comes to existence, and he's just this giant mud monster, and he wanders around and he finds a town, and he sees the circus that Nox works at, and sees these clowns making these people smile, and he's like, I want to do that. I want to
fit in the car.
I want to make people smile. So then he goes over there and scares the crap out of everyone because he's a giant mud monster. And then he's kind of like slithering around as a puddle. Literally just
puddle mode.
Just puddle mode.
Puddle.
And he's going around trying to like secretly figure out how to become a clown, and Nox slips on him. And then shenanigans
And
from
a
there.
forever friendship.
And he can shapeshift, so he has a human form, but he didn't really realize mud monsters are not a normal thing. He's like a child. He just newly
Oh my God,
existed.
He's such a goober.
I am born.
He is born. I don't actually. We're changing his design a little bit. So he's just kind of like. He's got a hat
He's got a hat.
and like a clown outfit. And he's very awesome. He's so awesome. But then we're deciding we had to think of an adventure for them to go on. And so we
Find
need
his
like
dads. Find the gay love.
find the gay well, I think like cuz Porter wouldn't know that that's where he came from. I don't think. Like
I don't know, give it like a weird ass like I feel a vibe.
A vibe that I made from gay love.
No, I'm just drawn towards something.
Yeah.
I feel a vibe.
Yeah. But
And it's like, oh my god, my dads. My two gay dads. We love you, our mud son.
So like the kind of adventure that they're going on is that Nox needs to find someone who can do like true resurrection. Because sad backstory reasons, because he has to be just so sad and pathetic. He has to. And
He has to be pathetic.
he has to. He has to be like just so sad. And like Porter is just a delightful little boy. Like the annoying little brother. Just bringing sunshine to his sad life. And so then they have to have like rest of party or whatever. So then we were like, what if we just insert two other characters that we never actually got to play? Timothy and Ruben Dewey. And Timothy is a half orc, and he was cast out from like his family because he has tiny hands.
little tiny hands.
And he has little tiny hands, and I have no idea what he looks like. I don't have, because Timothy was Kelp's character. I have a vague idea of what Ruben Dewey looks like, but it's been a long time. And we'd probably have to completely change the designs anyways. But Timothy came from like a higher standing orc, or the half orc family.
Yeah.
But we'd probably change it to just orc just to make it simpler. And
The orc
He-
bourgeoisie.
yeah, and he
Orc bourgeoisie.
is like the eldest son and was intended to be like whatever, but they were like, no,
I have
you're
to
not
dip out.
strong.
Take it.
Bye bye.
Oh, maybe back,
Bye.
maybe not.
Bye.
But if not, have good night.
Good night.
You do the
Good
same.
night,
Bye.
moi.
Aw.
Bye.
But because also, he's not very like orcish. He likes to pick flowers, and he likes, being nice to people, which traditionally is not a very orc thing to do. And he has like these gauntlets to make his hands normal sized, just so he can function in orc society. Because he was very strong. His hands are just tiny.
He need to be strong,
And then-
but his hands small.
And what are you? That's so rude.
It's a video that I think you'll find very interesting. It came out like a month or two ago.
Oh, I'll take a gander
it has a
at
really
it.
interesting like take on ways to do orcs, because orcs
Yeah.
are at least in D&D are inherently problematic.
Oh, are
and
they?
I find,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess
hugely.
I'll learn
hugely.
about that.
Yeah, the video touches on it slightly, but it's more so like, hey, here's like an interesting way to make orcs not inherently evil, because I find inherently evil races and fantasy stuff to be boring.
Yeah, that's fair. Our version of
Bro.
like Timothy's family and stuff, it's like they're not bad. It's just like they're a lot more like blunt and kind of like, I'm not really sure how to explain it, but just not like, you kind of
Abrasive,
like
maybe.
yeah, abrasive, looking down on anything that makes you seem like delicate or like not strong. But they're like, I don't know. They're just,
I actually have my own version of orcs as well. From this little universe me and my roommate were making about elves, and this elven like royalty, completely rewriting the D&D like vibes, I guess that everyone
the,
Yeah.
the Tolkien kind of fantasy tropes.
Yeah, where okay, I've got to like look at some stuff where orcs in this universe are now having a diplomatic relationship with the elves, because the orc as a people are not bad. It's just that they had a really bad dictator for a long time until someone finally assassinated him, and now they're having like a political turmoil, but they're like, you know what, this is better. This is better.
This is better. What we had before, this currently is better.
Not good. We may be in political turmoil with like the guy who just killed our last guy now kind of having to like step up to the throne and stuff. But our last guy was literally like a genocider, okay? We did not want to do that, so we're happy that someone like put a stop to that one.
yeah.
It wasn't like the orc people are bad. In fact, they have a really interesting society about because I always found that not a lot of people talk enough about the tusks. I feel like tusks would be used very interestingly, where in like both the like cosmetically, ritualistically,
Yeah.
coming to age like. because tusks should be so important to like the ideology of orcs in total.
Have just the it's becoming 1 a.m. so my brain is like just dying because
Yeah.
anytime after like 10 o'clock I just go like time to turn off brain, no more
That
quick think,
is
little
fair.
thoughts only.
It's almost the
but
top of the hour. It's almost
almost
time
top
for
of the
the
hour.
3-minute ad break.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So if you're not
Yeah.
yeah, I like never
The
I
free
never
early
run
free
ads, and I think they're like
ad break.
Porn size
aside from the
comparison, that's it.
pre-roll, but I don't ever
pre-roll
run
ads.
mid-rolls unless somebody specifically asks for it. So sorry, guys.
Make that bank.
That's
run pre-rolls.
Oh, but
Put
I
it
also
into
kind of
stream.
changed the design of orcs as well, where they actually are. They're kind of.
My favorite orc designs
know,
are the
they're-
pig orcs.
I do like pig orc. I did something different though. Hold on, I have to find it in my.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah.
no,
I'll post
hurry
it into
up,
the thing.
go faster.
So, did you
It's gonna
see
take a second,
my
my phone's
current progress on my model? I hate it. I hate drawing so much. I don't know how
drawing
I don't know
feel
how y'all
really
do it.
sad.
I don't know how y'all do it. I can't stand
I
drawing.
cry.
I just because I was thinking about this the other day. So I can't see pictures in my brain.
Same.
And
we got that aphantasia.
Yeah.
Or aphantasia, however it's pronounced.
It's aphantasia. But I was talking because my mom can't either, and she was like, "Well, how do you draw?" Like I don't know actually.
Dude,
But
vibes.
Yeah, just like because I know like objectively what things are supposed to look like, but I don't have like a preconceived notion of what my finished art piece is
This is
going
art.
to look like. So like I don't think I've done like a whole drawing start to finish on stream before. But maybe if I can find like a speed paint or something. But I try to do things very quickly because I don't know what it's going to look like until I do it. But I think that also like I think where a lot of artists get like tripped up or get like frustrated is that they have a preconceived notion of what they want the thing to look like. Well, if you can't see pictures in your brain, you can't be disappointed because you have no idea. Unless you like, I don't know, are comparing it to something else.
Yeah.
My issue is I just don't enjoy the act of drawing.
That's fair.
I just
Well,
don't like
that's
it.
yeah, that's another thing. What
Yeah.
if
Like,
what if
I wish I enjoyed it because like if I could do the art, if I could do drawing, then I could do a lot more cool projects that I've been wanting to do, but I don't. I've tried so many times and it's just like, no, I just hate it. I love
Yeah.
art, but I
I
can't
guess,
do it. It hurts.
I
Dogs
physically
guess
are
now
woof
that
woof. Outside?
I now mostly just like art because I like having a discussion with the people who like the stuff that comes from my art. Like Exorcism for Sale. I like having a conversation after each update with like the people in this group chat, which I feel kind of bad for because I'm like, damn, I post on here sometimes, and because I think here you guys might like this, and like my two now like big fans,
Oh,
Great Trace
3-minute
and
ad
Fox.
time. Sorry, if you're
3-minute
not
ad time.
subbed, you don't get to hear about this. Womp womp. Anyways, continue.
They talk about it with me. I'm like, yeah, Yeah, I like this interaction, and I have people on TikTok that have been like watching this project since day one, like actually day one, which is super cool.
I'm your day
have,
one. I'm
like,
your ride or die.
That's always cool
Yeah,
stuff.
you're
Have
my
you gotten
rider
a
man.
fan art?
I've
From
been thinking about.
I've
There's a
gotten one fan
song.
art from one of my dear friends.
I had an animatic idea actually, but I'm not gonna tell you about it. Haha. You'll
An
just have.
animatic idea, dude, I would actually literally shit my pants. Okay. To be honest.
I haven't done an animatic in a really long time, but I like. I don't think I would really like doing a full animation, but I like doing animatics.
I like doing animatics.
But I don't really have the patience to do a full animation. Because again, I can't I have to do things that are fast or else I just get I think the combination of I can't see pictures in my brain and I probably have ADHD. So if I don't like get it done quickly, I lose interest and then it just doesn't happen.
Wait, what am I doing? I have it in my phone. Of course I have it in my phone. I love it. I love this epic fan art that I got.
But I wanted to do like silly animation memes. I feel like those I could do because they're only like 30 seconds at most. But I don't really have a good like editing program to do things like that.
Like
And
video editing? Or-
like something like I have a video editing program, but it doesn't like it's not really like for animating in the way that I need to
Definitely.
do my
I get that.
things.
There's the
Like
epic
tweening
fan art
and
that I
stuff
got.
like that, and like Puppet.
Oh, that's so cool.
Vikander.
love
I
it
think
so
I've,
much.
Let me
I've
find-
seen
let me
this
find mine.
before. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah,
cool.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah. And mostly, okay, listen, I am a narcissist. Not really.
yeah.
I
I'm a
I like it when
narcissist.
people my biggest wish is for people to start writing fan fiction on AO3 about my webcomic. I want them to actually do it. Even if it's the most like raunchiest, most horrific,
Just
like
crack
weird
fic.
crack thing.
I'll write a
I
crack
want them
fic.
to do it.
I'll write.
I want them.
Cause I don't write really. It's like I'm just
I
gonna
write.
write
That's
well,
my
the
primary form of art.
Emmanuel and Jesus
stupidest.
holding hand in hand.
What is your like dream terrible fanfic?
As
What
I
is-
said, Emmanuel and Jesus like holding hand in hand, but I think like literally anything, okay?
No, it has to be stupider. That's like too tame.
I mean, so far from what I've been seeing, people really ship like Emmanuel with his childhood best friend Isaac.
I'll write a fanfic of them raw dogging it.
Or Argentius.
I would never be able to do that.
I know that would be absolutely. I don't know if I would look you in the eye the same
well,
way.
coming from me specifically, where like I think like holding hands gives you cooties. It would be
Yeah.
only out of character, maybe.
The freaking Mimsy character brain.
The character of me in real life.
Mm.
Now I'm sure like someone would be like, okay,
Someone's gonna do it
what
one
I
day.
truly want,
It's going to
yeah,
happen.
100%. And I'm going to read it, and then I'm gonna like post it about it on Twitter, and I'm gonna say very interesting, 10 out of 10, or like I would actually rate it. I would be one of
Yeah.
those creators like, I know you. I know what you guys are doing.
Well, yeah,
and I
well, especially if you
fully
do that. If one person writes like an absolutely like rotted, just like absolutely, just those two raw dogging it, and you acknowledge it, either like you're just gonna get like a whole bunch more, or no one will ever write anything like that
Ever.
again, because they will be so afraid.
Of my
Because
opinions
people,
on it.
people get a lot of audacity when they know that, the creator of something, or just like particular person, is not going to see it, because this was especially a thing in like the Dream SMP fandom, where people got way too comfortable because they knew that, that content creator was never going to see it
Until they saw it.
and then that person deleted it because
Until
they
go
were
to a
so
panel at a con and
embarrassed.
someone's like, your fan base, right?
That I hate that stuff. I hate that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's
I know my 10 fans.
yeah. I don't ever want to be famous. I'm really comfortable with my 7 dedicated fans, and that's it. I don't want any more.
No, I do
Well,
want to be
just
famous,
kidding,
though,
just
because
kidding. I
think-
want 200 followers, and then
I think
I
it'd
have to be
really funny
sellout.
to see because I do want to see the fan art. I want to see the fan fiction, because then I want
You're
to see
braver than I am.
how you guys, how like my fans are seeing Emmanuel, specifically how they're seeing
Yeah.
Emmanuel. because
You, well,
I-
like, you're not really like, because for me, I'm the content is me.
yeah, the content is you.
Yeah. Your content is not you.
Yeah, it's very separated from me. So yeah, I can understand you're like, you don't want shit made about you.
Yeah, that would, because even though like I am Mimsy. Mimsy is not me, but also like Mimsy is me.
Mimsy may be me.
Mimsy may be a character, but Mimsy is also like me. And
As
like
a human person.
and especially with VTubers, there are a lot of VTubers who are really committed to like a character type thing and can have a lot of separation between like
Yeah.
themselves and the character that they play. I don't really.
Because Mimsy's your like Sona.
Yeah, Mimsy's pretty much just like my Sona. I'm pretty kind of separated from, I get like VTuber culture. I think I've talked about this before.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think we
I'm
have, yeah.
separate from it mostly because I will be like, I'm not a VTuber. I just have models because I think they're cool.
Yeah, well, me being a VTuber is just an excuse for me to like make cool things. Like it is an outlet for me to like try like 3D modeling and like a bunch of different kinds of art to do like the streaming thing. I like making the stuff more than I like.
There's a video that I stumbled on the other day. I'll try to find it and I'll share it with you, and you can watch it, on your own time. Where is it? It's a video that goes over this person's changes for their how they do their YouTube stuff, and they said a term that I wasn't particularly familiar with, which is 3D tubers. So not so much VTubers, but those who use animation to enhance their like typical normal videos, like video essays and stuff. And I was like, oh fuck yeah, you're right. Like that stuff I consume a lot, and I don't think of those people as VTubers.
Yeah.
But they're doing some interesting things, and they're just using like their animation or art to give flair to either their expressions they want to portray, or to whatever they're talking about. Because I watch a lot
Yeah.
of video essays, so a lot of them tend to be video essayists that I watch.
Yeah. I mean, like, because I guess my idea of a VTuber is like because it's just like virtual tuber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime I think
like-
of VTuber, I think of someone who particularly is doing streaming.
Yeah.
And not much else outside of that. Outside of like saying turning their streams into videos for YouTube, like gameplay footage or whatever. But for the most part, in my brain, VTuber equals virtual streamer.